How's it going, everybody? I'm Jake, and I'm here to bring a really fun activity that everybody can do at home. It's a real fun way that we can be the pollinator and learn about pollination. But first off, what is a pollinator? A pollinator is an organism that helps plants reproduce. They transport pollen from one plant to another. And by doing that, they help add to the biodiversity of the native landscapes that they're a part of. Without them, certain animals wouldn't have food, shelter, or space. And also us, we rely on them for things like coffee, almonds, strawberries, bananas, avocados, the list goes on. So these pollinators have a really important job to do that provide this environmental service that we all rely on. Some plants like grass rely on wind for pollination, but forbs like this beautiful penstemon rely on the pollinators to transport pollen from one plant to another. Pollen is waiting inside these tubular-shaped flowers, and when pollinators such as bees, hummingbirds, butterflies, moths, or bats go to take nectar from the plant, they end up transporting the pollen from one place to another. But how exactly does that take place? For this part of the activity, it's very simple. These are the only supplies that you need. A paper towel or a piece of paper to act like the flower itself, clothespins or tweezers to act like an insect's proboscis, the beak of a bird, or the tongue of an animal like a bat, beads or other small items that will act like the nectar that they're after, ground up chalk to act like the pollen itself, and 2 cups to act like the base of the plant to hold the flower inside of. Now we put our flowers inside of the base of the plant. To do so, pinch the middle and push it in. Now we have a tubular shaped flower, just like the penstemon we saw outside. Then we're going to put 3 pieces of nectar into each flower. Then we'll take some pollen and put it into the male plant. When 2 individual plants are being pollinated, the pollinator is taking the pollen from the anther of the male plant and transporting it to the stigma of the female plant. I already have some pollen on me. Now, I'm going to grab my hummingbird beak and try to get nectar. First from the male plant, and now I'm going to try to grab some nectar from the other plant. Now, as you can see, both plants, when they're opened up, have pollen. The hummingbird started off in the male plant, and as it was grabbing nectar, it transported pollen to the other plant as it was going for more nectar. So I hope you all had fun being a pollinator, because the process of pollination is very important to us all. So next time you're out in your garden or in your neighborhood or at a local park, see if you can find any pollinators buzzing around the plants.